graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We got a little bit of a technical glitch there as we transitioned into our intro, out of our intro, into the live feed. All of a sudden, everything went kind of dark. I don't know what happened there, but hey, here we are. A very good evening to everyone. And we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. My name is Todd Duke. We'll have Dr. Chris McCluskey on just a little bit, as well as my camera guy, Andy Albertina. But before we do all that, let's welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by Chiropractic Works. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest with a record of 3-4. While Madison comes in at 0-3. That's right, they've only played 3 games. Matter of fact, they've only been home once. They started off this season just 10 days ago against Mascoutah. They lost that one 65-47. Then they went to Triad and to Granite City last week. Lost the Triad game 51-43. and lost the Granite City game 73-60. Collinsville's kind of been back and forth all year. They're hovering right around that 500 mark. They won their first game of the year, lost the next two, won, lost, lost. That's where we begin, coming off of the loss on Saturday at Belleville East, 45-38. Collinsville's head coach, of course, Darren Lee, in his 12th year with a record here at Collinsville of 201 wins, 143 losses in his 32nd year overall. And Darren Lee is getting ready to coach in his 953rd game. Madison Trojans, they are coached by Philip Gilbert. Technically his first year as a solo captain of the team, the head coach of the team. He was with Maurice Baker the last couple of years. They were listed as head coaches on both sides, so this is the first time that he's done it by himself here at Madison. And they are 0-3 under Philip Gilbert. Collinsville comes in scoring about 47 points a game, giving up about 48 points a game. Madison comes in scoring 50 points a game while giving up 63. So we're going to take a break here on the Kahok Sports Network. I got history lessons to tell you all about these two teams when we come back as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help. Feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We get you set for this varsity game between Collinsville and Madison. The JV boys won their game by 30 points, 59-29. JV boys are now 8-0 on the year. And before the JV game, the freshman boys played, but they did not play Madison. They played Redbud, and the freshman boys won that game 27-24. to 22. So we get you set for the varsity game. We'll pass along a little history in just a moment, deep history. Let's go for the little recent history. Last year, Madison made it all the way to the state championship level. They won their final 11 games last year when they went 26-10. They were regional champs, they were sectional champs, and they were super sectional champs. They beat Athens 68-43 to win the super sectional. So they were on their way to the Class 1A state championship in Peoria. Matter of fact, they were in Peoria when everything got shut down. So they were there ready to battle for their third state championship in the school's history for basketball, but they were denied just like Collinsville was. Matter of fact, Madison was here for the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament, and after they lost to Belleville East in the 5th place game, they only lost 5 more games the rest of that 2019-2020 school year before everything was shut down. Cahoks, as you remember, were trying to make it to the final 8 teams in 4A as they were ready to face Normal in the sectional championship game before everything got shut down. So a little disappointment on both sides of the ball, wouldn't you say there, Dr. Chris McCluskey?
I would say that's, pardon me, for certain. Madison really impressed me last year at the holiday tournament. I really liked the way they played. They had some great athletes. I was excited for those young men, and it was just a shame the way that everything worked out.
Sure was. So that brings us to where we are now. Collinsville 3-4, Madison 0-3, brand new year, different teams for everybody involved, and Madison's seen their struggles early on. Collinsville has seen their struggles early on as well. So we'll see what happens here tonight. When we have a chance throughout the game, I got a lot of history I wrote down here, and I'm not nearly going to have enough time to pass it along, so we'll try to do that as we move along here in this varsity contest. Our final timeout will come your way next, and then we'll have starters for you. We'll do that on the other side of this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School as we are just about ready to go here between this non-conference matchup between Collinsville and Madison. Here are your starters for Madison. Eric Hurst III, the 6'3" junior, followed by Darion Enlow, the 6' freshman. Kerwin Baker, a junior who stands at 6 foot. D'Angelo Enlow Jr., a 6'3" junior. And Carlos Winslow Jr., who's not a junior, he's a sophomore, at 5'11". Let me see, what do I got on my schedule here, man? I have got 1, 2, 3 juniors. I have got a third, I have got a fourth, and I've got another third. So there's 3 juniors, 2 thirds, and a fourth.
It's got to be a record time.
I'm telling you what, man. Of course, I'm not going to say all that during the game. I'm just going to call them by their last name.
Hey, they're holding down the family names, though. You got to love it.
Oh, you got to like that. Especially when you're talking about the third and the fourth, man. Those are really holding down some family names. For Collinsville, Nate Hall, the 6'7" senior on the court, as well as Trey Swaggart, the 6'1" junior. Jackson Lee, the 6'1" senior, and the coach's son. Caleb Ballinger, the 5'10" senior. And Josh Chambers, the 6'6" senior, all on the floor for Collinsville here as we are ready to go. Madison are in their road black uniforms. I tried to go with green on my scoreboard, but it doesn't show up. So I went with black anyway because their other color is white, and that doesn't work out very well when the letters are white. Green numbers on the backs, and they have a little Trojan logo over their numbers on the fronts of their jerseys. Collinsville, of course, at home in their whites. They are trimmed in purple down the sides. Numbers are in purple, and the word Kahawks in purple written across the fronts of their jerseys. And we start off this game with a Trojans turnover. Collinsville brings it up, and here is Nate Hall. Thought about the three, gives to Jackson Lee. Lee will pop from about 13 feet out, and no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and we are going to see if our first points of this game can come from the free throw line.
Yeah, on the other end of the court, Madison made a nice back cut, and the guard just made an ill pass, and, thank goodness Nate Hall was there with his hands up. Here we are with Trey Swaggart attempting the first points of the ball game.
Swaggart coming in 25 of 39 from the free throw line and misses the first one.
Trey's been playing very well this year, playing very energetic. I like the way Nate Hall played last game. Hopefully we can continue that energy here into tonight.
Swaggart, second free throw coming up, and he misses both. Rebound belongs to Madison. JV Madison was shut out in the first quarter. Collinsville JV shut him out 15-0. Over on the far side, ball given up to Baker.
Yeah, Collinsville playing a nice help side man defense.
Here is Wilson. Wilson, the sophomore, but he's called a junior. Fun with that all night, man. All night. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses, folks. Here is Wilson underneath the basket off the glass. A shot taken by Enlow, and that one's no good. And another whistle, and we're bound and determined to have our first points come to the free throw line, aren't we?
Yeah, Collinsville's got the size advantage. Instead of going straight up, Josh Chambers kind of swatted going for the block, and he just got into the Madison offensive player's hands. He's going to have a chance for 2.
Enlow's first shot, good. We have a score.
Well, the last few times I've been here, Todd, the first quarter scoring was fairly low.
I know,
so maybe we can break that trend here tonight.
Wrong side, guys. And the next one from Enlow, he makes both. That's how our scoring starts. By the way, I do not have stats for Madison. They do not have any stats on either Max Preps or the STL site, so we'll go with the flow. Here is Nate Hall for Collinsville. He'll back it up now at the top of the key for Swaggart. Swaggart gives it up to Ballinger. Ballinger, left-hand dribble, takes it into the slot area and gives it up for Swaggart. Back over to Ballinger.
Yeah, it's interesting here with no crowd. You can really hear the coaches and the players directing traffic, trying to figure out where to go. It's an interesting look.
Swaggart for 3, and that one misses as well. So Swaggart trying to figure out the free throw line and the three-point line. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jackson Lee reverse layup won't fall. Gets his own rebound. Gets it back out to Swaggart.
Think about Jackson Lee. He can jump out of the gym, so you're going to see him get a lot of defensive rebounds.
He's got some spring in those legs.
He sure does.
Far side for Ballinger. He'll launch a three-point shot. That one's good. Collinsville is on the board with a three-pointer from Caleb Ballinger.
Collinsville running the ball press.
And knocked out of the hands, forced a turnover. That's what they did in that JV game a lot. Here is Nate Hall, who couldn't kiss it off the glass, and a foul coming up, I believe, against Darion Enlow.
Yeah, I think Nate was trying to decide whether to go for the jam or the layup, and he got caught in between. Thank goodness he got fouled. He's going to have a chance for 2 from the charity stripe.
So first foul on Enlow, second team foul for Madison. And Nate Hall from the free throw line coming into this game, 61.5%, having hit 8 of 13.
It's nice to see Caleb Ballinger hit that left-handed 3 from out on the wing. He was due for a couple of those, I think.
Well, so far we've had 4 free throws for Collinsville and no makes. Rebound, however, belongs to the Kahawks, so they'll reset their offense. Here is Ballinger, who just made that 3, and Nate Hall thought about it from downtown. Ballinger again, good!
Caleb Ballinger's feeling it, folks. I like it. Timeout, Madison.
Timeout, Madison. We'll step aside as well. We are back in Uno Momento here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshighbid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other headset. Andy Albertino over here on the camera as Madison is set to inbound. We're being entertained by a couple of youngsters over here, and they were dancing up to that Michael Jackson song big time. All the way up and off the glass. Good for the first 2-point basket for Eric Hurst. And Madison is on the board with their first 2-point field goal. 6-4, Kahawks with the lead.
Well, we've already scored more at this point than we had the first quarter the last 2 times I was here, so I like where we're going.
Here is Josh Chambers outside the perimeter now for Ballinger, who's already hit 3 to Nate Hall. Cuts across the paint, takes the off-balance shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Jackson Lee. He'll hand it off to Swagger. Swagger drives, and he'll be fouled, and Travion will have a chance to go up and make amends for that 0-for-2 start from the free throw line to start this game.
Yeah, another big defensive rebound by Jackson Lee, keeping the ball on the side of the good guys, if you will. And Trey Swaggart with a nice drive to the bucket. He'll have a chance for 2. We've got a mask timeout.
Mask timeout coming your way. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Trey Swaggart at the free throw line for 2 throws. And that one looks a lot better.
Yeah, drained it, banged it off the front and back of the iron, but goes through the net for a single point for number 2, Trey Swaggart.
Next one on the way, and this time he makes both. So he does indeed make up for the 0 for 2 on the first effort.
That'll improve your percentage in a hurry.
Yeah, it will. On the ground. Swagger gets it from Lee, and there you go. 2 points the easy way for Trey Swaggart. Ball comes all the way up. That's going to be another turnover.
Madison having a hard time with Collinsville's ball press.
They did in the JV game, too. Here is Swaggart. All the way back out front now. Gives to Ballinger, who hands it back to Swaggart, who gives it up to Chambers. Chambers looks for and finds Lee at the free throw line. Paint. Nate Hall, turn around, can't get it off the glass, but guess what? Nate Hall is going to go back to the free throw line to see if he can make amends for his 2 missed shots earlier.
Well, it's not bad. Trey went from 0% to 50%
Right.
in a couple minutes, and let's see if Nate Hall can do the exact same thing.
D'Angelo Inlow Jr. picks up his 2nd foul in a row. First one on Swaggart, 2nd one on Hall. Well, that one's going to be short. Saw that as soon as it left his hands.
Is he a junior or senior?
Who? Inlow? Inlow Jr. is a junior.
Hey, want to take a quick minute. Love to see all the Collinsville community tuning in. Mr. David Huddleston is out there watching.
Nice.
And he's an avid Kahok supporter, so thanks for tuning in, sir.
Nate Hall makes one of his 2. And Collinsville now up 11-4. 4:20 left to play, and Collinsville forces another turnover. Here is Hall underneath, off the glass.
Big.
This time good for 2.
Big, strong move by the senior Nate Hall. Gotta love that. Collinsville's back on with the press.
And this time it's broken by the Trojans, and all the way up court it goes. Here's a 3-point shot. That's too strong. Off of the hands of Baker, and another whistle will give the ball back to Collinsville. That is the 6th turnover already by Madison, and we're just now halfway through this first quarter.
Well, it's good to see the Kahawks coming out playing with some energy, especially defensively. You know, Jerry Sulky would love to see the way we're running this ball press tonight, Todd.
Well, they're trying to rebound after that loss to Belleville East on Saturday, 45-38, one of the lowest scoring games for Collinsville, although they've had 38 before, I believe. Here's a turnover by Collinsville. Actually, it's Collinsville's first turnover. Backwards will go to Winslow. Over onto the wing for Hayden. Hayden played a little bit in that JV game as well. He's at the top of the key, drives into the lane, kicks it into the corner for Hurst. Hurst gets blocked as he invades the lane and somehow makes it through.
Pretty nice move. He was set up for 3, but drove instead and used his body and actually didn't even use the glass. It was a nice shot.
There's Nate Hall. Bollinger, he's already hit 2 from there. Oh, almost had a 3rd one. Rebound belongs to Nate Hall, to Jackson Lee. Lee waits for the defense to commit, puts it up, won't go in though. And then a volley for the ball will remain Kahawk's ball.
Yeah, sometimes long shots provide long rebound attempts, and that's the way we garnered that offensive rebound. We will keep the ball on Collinsville's side of the court.
We're back here tomorrow, too, by the way, folks. Got Alton coming to town for a conference game. Here's Swaggart on the inbound, and he's fouled, and it's going to be apparently Nate Hall and Travion Swaggart. They're just going to take turns going to the free throw line all night, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're attacking the paint.
Yeah.
We talked before, and, especially that Edwardsville game where we had a size advantage and we just did not take advantage of the paint. And tonight we're doing so, and it's paying dividends.
Baker commits his 2nd foul, so Baker and Enlow both have fouls. Swaggart. Whoa.
Oh, in and out, and it finally went in. That's incredible, the
I
physics,
don't think
isn't it?
that I've seen a basketball take 5 trips around a rim on one free throw shot ever.
That's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Here
Nick Graff. Nick Graff, one of 6 seniors on the team this year, comes into the game, and the other senior Nate Hall to the bench.
Yeah, Nick's a good player. He's an even better kid. I mean, his mother was an assistant for my kids over at Maryville, and Nick is just a quality kid.
Travion Swaggart hits both of his, and the ball ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, smart move by the Madison offensive
that's
player.
Hayden.
He threw it off of Jackson Lee so that it would be out of bounds on Collinsville.
Yeah, because he was running out of time.
That's true. It's a nice heads-up play.
Here's Wilson now on the inbound pass. He'll get it in to Hayden. Hayden gets a double team, tries to get out of it, and he turns the ball over.
Yeah, Madison really having trouble with that initial trap. Our guards are quick. They're going to need to move the ball a lot quicker if they're going to want to break this ball press.
Swaggart will inbound, and a nice try on the steal effort there by Davion Hayden, but he ends up out of bounds again.
Yeah, went a little behind the back. Nice effort. Now Collinsville, though, is going to get the ball on the side of the court, which is a little more room to work.
Yeah, you can throw it in the backcourt and then bring it back forward, and that's
Right.
exactly what Jackson Lee and Bollinger just did. Bollinger bounces a pass over to Graff, back to Bollinger. This side now for Swaggart. Swaggart, he won't waste any time going in, and off the glass for two.
Trey Swaggart's going to attack the glass all night long, and it's going to be fun to watch, Todd.
All the way up we go to Williams. Williams almost traveled, and now up to Hayden. Hayden over on the far side for Wilson. Wilson on that far sideline, 2:20 left to play here in this first quarter. You can hear Philip Gilbert, the head coach for Madison. You can probably hear him jumping up and down, can't you? Turnover. Collinsville gets another loose ball. They bring it up, and here is Bollinger on the far sideline. He waits for everybody to bring it on up. Over to Swaggart. Swaggart right in front of Gilbert, and he travels.
We call that happy feet. Trey got a little excited and got called for the turnover here.
2:01 left to play here in this first quarter, 17-6 in favor of Collinsville.
Collinsville pulls off of the ball press. Jackson Lee's going to run man coverage.
And commit the foul against Hayden.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to reach there in the one-on-one coverage without getting that call, that's for sure.
1:54 left to play, quarter number one. Freshman won earlier against Redbud. JV team did their usual stuff, a 30-point win.
Yeah, and it was a nice win for the freshman team because they were without the guys that played JV.
Yeah.
You know, so there's 4 guys that played JV. The freshman team did not have them and still came out with the win against Redbud.
It was a close game all throughout, man. Tied at 22 with 90 seconds left, and Collinsville didn't let Redbud score another point after that. Here is Swaggart. He drives and can't connect. Rebound, only the 3rd rebound here in this game so far for the Trojans. They bring it up with 1:15 to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Davion Hayden over on the far side for Carlos Wilson. Wilson drives, takes the shot. It's good for 2, and he's going to go to the line for a bonus.
That was a nice left-handed move to the bucket by number 11, and he used his body again, kissed it off the glass. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Nick Graff commits his first foul. Team now has 3. Trojans have 5. And in for the first time is Dayton Horace. Dayton didn't even play in the JV game. Younger brother Nick did. I guess they were saving Dayton for the varsity side this time.
Yeah, and he's
little
still,
promotion.
He's still healing from that sprained ankle,
Yeah.
so I think keeping miles off of him.
And Kyle Moore also comes into the game for the first time. He is the other senior that we have not seen yet tonight. At the free throw line, Wilson. One and only shot, good.
I believe Kyle Moore just committed to play college baseball, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's Swick.
17-9 in favor of Collinsville. We'll see young Mr. Moore on the baseball path, on the baseball diamonds in April. Yeah, I believe April is when baseball season starts.
Yeah, I'm having trouble
this year.
keeping it all straight.
I know. Usually it starts in March. This year it starts in April. Here is Hayden once again. Collinsville has been stuck at 17 points for a minute here. Loose ball. That's picked up by Williams. Williams gets it back out to Wilson, and we have 40 seconds to play.
Hey, stuck at 17 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I'm fine with.
Oh, I hear you there. Over onto the wing for Hayden now. Hayden dribbles, drives, paint, off the glass, too strong. He is there, not get his own rebound, and then a couple of players end up on the ground. And there's going to be another foul by Collinsville. This one is going to go on Josh Chambers. That'll be his second. And this was a shooting foul, so Jalen Williams, the 6-foot freshman, will come into the line and shoot some free throws as Nate Hall is ready to check back in. Williams. And he's good for 1. Nate Hall checks back in. And Chambers to the bench. One more shot coming up for Williams. And he makes both. So Collinsville's lead has shrunk to 6 points. We're down to the final 15 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart over here to Horace. Back to Swaggart at the midcourt logo. Back over to Horace, who stops on the right wing, back out front, and a three-point shot coming from Swaggart. No good. Kicks it out to Moore at the buzzer for three, and still no good. And that is the way that the first quarter comes to a close. 17-11 in favor of Collinsville. We'll step aside. Second quarter action will be coming your way in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and Andy Albertina back with you. Second quarter is underway, 17-11 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Horace over to Moore, into the corner now for Graff. Graff stuck in the corner, gets it out with a pass to Moore. Now back out front we go, and back over here to Swaggart. Into the paint for Hall, and a whistle will stop the action, and a foul handed out to Eric Hurst III. 16 fouls, so one more. Collinsville shooting free throws for the rest of the quarter. Here's Hall, turn around and off the side of the backboard. And that rebound belongs to the Trojans, and they try to throw it in, and Collinsville ends up touching it last as it goes out of bounds. And with 7:34 left to play, Kahawks retain that 17-11 lead.
Yeah, a little correction. Kyle Moore committed to play college baseball at Lewis and Clark, it turns out, not Swick, so I apologize for that.
Still in the Metro East. Now a foul coming up. This one's going to go against Hayden. He doesn't like it. You can tell by the scowl look on his face. And Hayden will pick up his first. 9th turnover for the Trojans. And Collinsville will inbound. They'll do so with Nick Graff throwing the ball into Dayton Horace. As soon as we can figure out what's going on here, what are we talking about? See, to me, it's harder to hear with the mask on.
I agree 100%.
Because I'm a lip reader. Been a lip reader for a long time. I can read Craig Berube lips on the Blues bench all the time, and let me tell you, it's not pretty. Collinsville keeps the ball. They bring it up over to Kyle Moore. Back out front now for Horace. Horace over to Swaggart. Back to Horace. Over to Kyle Moore. Just outside the lane. That is Nate Hall, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, great move by the big senior, number 0, Nate Hall. Back on the ball press. Collinsville goes.
And they turn the ball over. They force it. 10th turnover for the Trojans. Here's Swaggart coming in all alone. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, puts it in, and he'll head to the line for 2.
Man, what a nice hustle play by Trey Swaggart. Probably got fouled on the first attempt. Didn't care. Went right back up, got his own rebound. And, again, he'll have a chance for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Carlos Wilson Jr., the sophomore, picks up his first foul. Swaggart back to the free throw line. He has already been to the free throw line for 8 tries. Here comes number 9, and he's a little bit short, so he's only made 4 of the 9, but the rebound belongs to Nate Hall, puts it up, it swirls around. We got a swirly rim down at that end, don't we?
Yeah, I think they have saran wrap on top of the bucket, Ty. The ball doesn't want to fall.
They have a ball bearing stuck on the inside that just helps the ball go around the rim and shoots it back out, right?
Nate Hall with a nice hockey goalie kick move there.
And the turnover, the Collinsville's third, gives the ball back to the Trojans. Wilson takes it all the way in. Nice fingertip roll.
Well, I tell you what, Madison's just hanging around. You know, they're playing well enough to hang around, so this will be interesting to see how the next 6.5 minutes go.
21-13 with those 6.5 minutes on the clock. Here is Swaggart out front. Horace over to Moore. Horace wide open for a three, but decided not to take it. Travion Swaggart said, I'll take the ball and I'll go in and use some glass to get a couple of more points. Travion Swaggart already up to 12 points already.
Yeah, one of the Madison guys is clapping in Trey's face. This is going to, you know, Trey did a good job of holding his cool. The referee's now telling the Madison young man, we don't need that here, please.
Inbound pass will come at the very end of the Trojans bench in the corner here on the near side. Coming in from Baker.
Knock it off, the referee says. I love that. He just looked at the boys and said, knock it off.
Knock it off. Wilson in a foot race with Swaggart, and then across the way it goes to Boyd. Boyd a lot of minutes in that.
Ooh, that was a nice no-look pass by Boyd, and his teammate on the block didn't even know it was coming. He had no idea. He would have had an easy layup.
The thing that makes a no-look pass great is when the person on the receiving end looks.
You're right. Yeah, that was a nice pass.
That happens, though. Here's Horace over to Swaggart. Horace, top of the key. Tries the left side, gives it up to Moore. Now deeper into the left corner for Horace. Back out front for Moore. He'll launch a three from there. Good for three. Kyle Moore hits the three-pointer. Collinsville has 3 of those.
Definitely by far our best three-point shooting night of the year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Here's Boyd. Boyd, as I was going to say, saw a lot of action in the JV game. And the last time I tried to mention that, he turned the ball over, and I tried to mention it again, and he does it again.
Leave the poor kid alone.
I know, I'm telling you. All I'm doing is telling his name. Man.
He's a good player.
He played a lot of minutes in the JV game. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth.
He's a good player. He's fun to watch.
He is. Here's Horace. Over to Moore. Another three coming from the Collinsville senior. That one swoops right across the rim. Won't go. Graff got a hand on it, but couldn't quite finish the rebound. And now Eric Hurst III gets his 6th point. He thought about that dunk, didn't he?
He did. Collinsville didn't do a very good job of getting back. And, again, they're just letting Madison hang around. It'd be nice to close the door here in this last 5 minutes of the half.
Here's Hall over to Moore. Back over to Hall. He'll say, I'll take a three-point shot. Nope, just a little bit too strong. Rebound.
There's Trey Swaggart.
Swaggart again. Travion with his 14th point. He's going to head to the free throw line for his 10th try. And he's only hit 4, so come on, Trey.
I love the way this young man plays the basketball game, though. He's so energetic. He's always attacking the glass. I mean, and that's the only way you get to the free throw line this many times, right, is if you're hustling, you're going to the glass, you're attacking the paint. He's having a great game.
We have a mask timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS Class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS Class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS Class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS Class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at Collinsville High School, I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other headset, and Andy Albertina on the camera for us. Trey Swaggart has another free throw coming his way, and he'll try to hit number 5 here on shot number 10.
Referee's having a talk with the Madison head coach, I think, about behavior of his players.
Swaggart at the free throw line, and he will not get the other end of it. And the rebound belongs to Madison. They bring it up, off balance shot, taken, rebound, put back up and in.
Man, great hustle
by
by
Hurst.
number 1 Hurst. He gets his own rebound, and
made it count for 2 points, didn't
yes, he did. Yeah.
There's Kyle Moore out to Nate Hall. He'll launch another three. Missed from there a moment ago. Same spot. No good. Trey Swaggart tries to put up the rebound, and now Swaggart's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, pretty good call there. Trey just being energetic, but the Madison defender actually had position for the rebound.
Oh, God, they called that one on Jackson Lee.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. That'll be his
I think
second.
that surprised Darren Lee because he pulled Trey from the game.
I know.
That's interesting.
I think Trey was due to be moved
Well,
from the
look,
game anyway.
Trey's number 2, Jackson's
Right.
20.
I know.
I think they crossed that up.
Could be. Happens to me all the time. There is almost another turnover on a miscommunication. Now there is a
that's
turnover.
Kahok ball.
Oh,
baby.
Wow.
He saw it differently than we did here, that's for sure. But, hey, that's the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Or the ball bounces.
Yeah, there you go.
Inbound pass coming in front of the Trojans bench. They find Hayden with it. Hayden across the timeline with a burst of speed. Now all the way in the perimeter. Dumps it off underneath. And another foul coming up against Jackson Lee or Chambers. Nope, it's going to go against Lee. That'll be his third.
Well, Council's just going to have to stop the ball a little bit better. I mean, if we can keep Madison on the perimeter, I think we're going to be okay. But if we keep letting them drive and score in the paint, and especially stop the clock, then we're going to continue to let them hang around.
28-17, and to the free throw line, it is Jalen Williams, who is already 2 for 2 from the line. And now he's 2 for 3. Swagger didn't stay on the bench very long.
Yeah, I think Darren just realized that last foul was charged to Jackson. So Travion gets a break and immediately goes right back in for Jackson Lee.
Yeah, Jackson now has 3, so he's got to come out for a little while, I would assume. Next free throw on the way, and a miss on both of them this time. Rebound belongs to the free throw participant. That's Williams. And here is Hayden. Hayden all the way back at midcourt, being watched by Swaggart. Swaggart almost swiped that ball out of there. Hayden, no-look pass underneath. And standing there backdoor, unable to get it to fall in, though, was Eric Hurst. And Collinsville ends up the rebound. And they're trying to add on to that 28-17 advantage. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart underneath. Back out front. Hall over here to Moore. Kyle Moore on the right wing. Now back on the left side for Ballinger. Ballinger to Chambers. Outside for Moore. He'll launch a 3 from there. That's off to the left a little bit. Takes a weird bounce, and then Swaggart got a hand on the rebound, but it ends up in the possession of the Trojans. And here is Hayden again.
Yeah, one thing I like, Collinsville is really moving the ball a lot better on the offensive side of the floor and creating a lot more open opportunities this game.
That was a little bit of a carry there on that high dribble. Here's Hayden. Gets it back over to Wilson. Wilson. Philip Gilbert on the sideline pleading with his team.
He sure
Come
is.
on!
He's an energetic coach, man. I like the way he runs his operation.
3-point shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Nate Hall. Hall at the free throw line. Dumps it off into the corner for Swaggart. He drives baseline. Nice spin move. Off the glass. Good for 2.
Man, great move by Trey Swaggart. Little reverse dipsy-do off the glass for 2 points. How many has he got now?
That would be 16.
Wow. What a half of basketball by Trey Swaggart.
I know. Scored 20 in a game earlier this year, but that was the whole entire game. 3-point shot, no good. Josh Chambers got the rebound, then got shoved from behind. No call on that foul. And here is Ballinger. Ballinger to Hall for 3. I knew he was going to hit one of those sooner or later.
Yeah, that was an NBA 3, too. That thing was deep, Todd.
33-17, a timeout called by Coach Philip Gilbert and his Madison Trojans. We will take a timeout as well, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. to create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back at Collinsville High School, I'm Todd Duke. Dr. Chris McCluskey is along for the ride, as is Andy Albertina. 2:08 left to play here in this second quarter. Collinsville leads 33-17, and the Trojans will get the ball back right in front of their head coach, Philip Gilbert.
Yeah, we were just talking at the break. Collins was really running Madison ragged. Their guys appear gassed and tired. I think that's one of the reasons you're seeing us break this thing wide open right now.
Here's Hayden. Gets it under the wing now for Baker. Baker to the top of the key. Back outside it goes for Wilson. Over into the paint and trying to turn around and find some room is Inlow. He doesn't have any really good room. Turns around, takes the shot anyway.
Yeah, Josh Chambers did a great job of staying on his feet there. Nice defensive
closed
play
out
by
any
him.
angle, man. He just didn't have an angle to shoot at. Here's Chambers at the free throw line to Bollinger. 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. Over to Swaggart. Back to Bollinger. Over to Swaggart. Crossed the way for Moore. Moore, top of the key for Bollinger. And over to Swaggart. They're moving the ball around quite well. And now back out to Moore, who's already hit a three-pointer from there. Bollinger's got a couple of three-pointers as well. And another try, and another. Right on time, baby, right on time.
Let me tell you, the ball movement is incredible by this Collinsville Kahok team. I love to see that. Ballinger cashes in 3 more points from beyond the arc.
36-17, under a minute to go here in this first half. On to the near side wing, Wilson. Wilson into the paint, dumps it off. Baseline underneath, no more room again, and that turns into a turnover this time instead of a rebound. And either way, closing off those lower posts, really paying off for Collinsville. They're coming up with some turnovers on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about the importance of those last 5 minutes, and Collinsville has absolutely maximized their opportunities in the last 5 minutes of this half.
There's Bollinger out front, and another three-point shot. That one's a little too strong and off, but there it is, the man of the hour.
Hey.
Trey Swaggart there with a rebound and a putback.
Let's give Ballinger the assist there.
Oh, yeah,
not a missed
definitely.
shot, right? I don't think it hit the iron, so let's call it an assist.
Nope, just hit glass. He did that on purpose, didn't he?
Well,
he bank it off the right side and pinks out to the other side, and Trevion Swaggart had that ball just bounce
look
off
out,
of his
baby.
toe. And Swaggart tries to dunk, and he doesn't do it. And the ball ends up being knocked out of bounds by Moore and Bollinger, who were underneath the basket waiting for it to come out on the other side.
I knew it was coming, but the Madison defender really hustled back and got in the way of that. I mean, credit him for a good hustle there.
So Collinsville turns the ball over for the 4th time here in this game. We're down to the final 3 seconds, and I don't think the ball carrier knew it. Now at the buzzer, a shot's going to fall way short, and that is the way that the first half comes to a close. 38-17 in favor of Collinsville. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Trying to change the period here, not the score. 38-17. We are at halftime. We will take a break. We'll crunch all the numbers that we have, and we'll pass them along to you when we come back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, "The usual?" So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School, 38-17 at halftime. That is where we stand right now, and here is a look at your first half numbers. Collinsville led 17-11 after one quarter of play. That 6-point lead blossomed into the current 21-point lead after Collinsville outscored Madison in that second quarter, 21-6. Leading scorer in this one is Travion Swaggart. Trey has 18 points. He's the only one in double digits, but he's got some teammates that are real close. Caleb Ballinger has 9 points. Nate Hall has 8, and then Kyle Moore has 3. Leading scorer for Madison is Eric Hurst III. The 6'3 junior has 8 points, 5 points for Carlos Wilson Jr., and then 2 points each for Jalen Williams and D'Angelo Inlow Jr. The rest of the numbers look like this. Collinsville is winning the rebound battle 12-9. Trojans have turned the ball over 14 times, while Collinsville has turned the ball over 4 times. Each team has made 5 free throws. Collinsville has come on 12 shots, while the Trojans have done so on 7 shots. And Collinsville has a 50% shooting average for three-point shots here in this one so far, having hit 5 of 10, while Madison is 0 for 5 from beyond the three-point stripe. That's a look at your first half stats. We'll take a break, come back. Second half action will be coming your way in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. How about a little history? High school basketball at Madison started in 1922-23 season was their first. They went 12-7. These two schools did not play each other until the next year of Trojans basketball. The 1923-24 season, Collinsville on the 29th of January of 1924 lost at home by a robust score of 22-17. Collinsville went 15-8 that year. Madison went 19-6. That was under John Hawkins as the head coach for Collinsville. W.O. Larson was the next man. He got the first win versus Madison. That came in the 1925-26 season on January the 15th at Collinsville High School, and Collinsville won that game 32-13. They had a Madison County tournament back in those days that was held at Collinsville High School. They had games against Edwardsville, Madison, and Wood River. That was all in 1927 in February, and Collinsville won all three of those games, including a 34-18 win against Madison in the Madison County tournament. How about that?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
I got more stuff for you, but I don't have time.
Back to basketball.
Yeah. Got to get back to the live stuff, the here and the now.
We had a good halftime show. These young men behind us were putting on some dance moves.
They have been the whole time, man. You guys are over here boogie-woogie stew. 38-17, we begin the second half of play. Trojans with the ball, trying to hit their first three-pointer. They'll wait a little longer, and the rebound afterward belongs to Collinsville, and the Kahawks bring it up. Up by 21 points. Swaggart out front to Nate Hall. Hall bluffs the three. Swaggart over there on that far right wing. Back over here on the left side. Intended for Ballinger, and Ballinger has the ball tipped into the backcourt, so no backcourt violation. Collinsville almost turned the ball over there. And now Nate Hall at the top of the key again to Ballinger. He'll launch a three from in front of his bench. Good! Ballinger, his fourth three-pointer of this game.
Yeah, Caleb Ballinger feeling it from beyond the arc. I say feed the monster, Todd.
That's right. Here is Wilson. Wilson for the Trojans. Over this way for Inlow. Inlow, right in front of our location, drives forward. That avenue cut off by Hall. He'll try the baseline. Hall follows him the whole way and cuts off that avenue as well. Now Inlow again. This time Jackson Lee providing the defense.
Yeah, a little switcheroo, keep Nate Hall down in the paint, Jackson out on the guards.
There's a drive by Wilson. He dumps it off and miss. Rebound, put back up and good.
Man, that was a beautiful pass. I mean, no look, over the head reverse pass to keep Madison somewhat in this game.
Here is Hall over to Ballinger. Back to Hall. Far side for Swaggart. He'll launch a three from there, and he'll hit it. His first three-pointer of the game, and Swaggart now with 21 points in this game.
Collinsville Kahawks are on fire from the three-point line.
They are. I haven't seen them hit this many three-pointers since the three-point contest before a playoff game. Stays with Collinsville.
You're probably right, actually.
Dayton Horace checks into the game. Trey Swaggart will go to the bench for a breather. Coach Lee says, hey, you're over 20 points. Get on the bench for a while. Everybody else have some fun.
Give them a little breather here. Get Dayton some varsity experience.
Inbound pass comes in to Baker. Baker with it at the top of the key. Tries to throw it inside. It went right under the legs of Hurst, right into the hands of Jackson. Lee, that is. Not last name Jackson. Last name Lee, first name Jackson. Here's Ballinger to Hall.
Is that the General Lee's cousin?
Right, exactly. Something like that. Here is Horace. Drives baseline. Kicks it out to a flying Josh Chambers, who gets fouled as he was going through the lane. But the ball whirled all the way across the rim, and looks like number 40 for Collinsville is going to go to the free throw line.
Man, nice quick move by Dayton Horace. He literally broke the ankles of the Madison defender. Then does a little no-look pass to Josh Chambers for the free throw attempts here.
Chambers looking for his first points in this game. Coming in, Chambers is 5 of 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah, plays a lot of minutes, doesn't take a lot of shots. I'd like to see Josh look to score just a little bit more. As big as he is, it'd be nice to see him attack the rack.
Yeah.
And give himself some confidence, you know.
The other younger brother, Zach, had himself quite the game. He had 17 points in that JV win.
Yeah, Zach Chambers is probably the most exciting up-and-coming Kahawk player in the program, believe it or not.
Yeah, Coach Beavis wants him on the football team. So far, he's not been lucky in that endeavor. Maybe later in his life.
He's pressing Mr. Cole McCluskey, too. And you got to like it. You know, you got to love a coach who wants to get kids out, but, you know, kids got to sort of bide their time and figure out where their talents are best suited.
Ball on the ground. Horace trying to pick it up. He does, and then he gets mugged. Davion Hayden mugged him after Horace was on the ground with the ball. Wasn't able to get up because Hayden was all over him.
Yeah, great hustle by Dayton Horace, and showed some strength there, too. I mean, he maintained possession of that ball during that entire mugging session.
Mugging session. You know, they had mugging sessions. Here is Lee. That is the second team foul, by the way, for Madison here since the second half started. 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Here is Horace over on the far side for Jackson Lee. Lee into the corner now for Horace. Horace to Chambers, who hands it right back. He's going to use Chambers as a little shield there to get that three-point shot off, and then it's poked out of there by Hayden.
Yeah, another quick move, but Hayden got his hand in there and knocked the ball loose from Dayton Horace. Dayton was looking to go to the rack.
And we have our mask timeout here in the third quarter, so we'll step aside for just a moment as well, and we're back after this timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months. Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Let's continue with a little history lesson here. First time these two teams met in the playoffs was in March of 1929. Collinsville won 29-18. They lost the next night to Livingston 14-13. How about a 14-13 basketball game?
Wow.
Back in 1929, those were the rage, though, all the low-scoring games. And they lost in the
You were here. You were here.
Oh, I fell off my dinosaur when that happened. Lost in the playoffs to Madison in March of 1930, also 15-10. Before the 15-10 game, Collinsville beat Highland the night before 46-18.
Incredible.
So, yeah.
Incredible. Back in action, Nate Hall with a nice reverse left-handed layup to put Collinsville up 47-19.
Nate Hall breaks the double-digit barrier now. He has 10. And it's 47-19, and Jackson Lee gets his first 2 points, and that was probably the easiest 2 points he'll ever score.
It's from about 6 inches away, Todd.
30-point lead by Collinsville, and that lead didn't last very long, so back down to a 28-point lead as Eric Hurst III is also into double digits with 10 points. Here is Bollinger. Bollinger across the timeline, bounces it to Horace. Horace at the free throw line, bounces it just outside the lane to Hall. Had a minute holding on to it, puts it up, but just a little bit short, and then a whistle on the play afterwards.
4 or 5 for Jackson?
Well, I think that's going to be 4.
I love his aggression. Oh, here comes
Matt Clark.
Matt Clark, one of my favorite Kahok players. He's a joy to watch. He's always very vocal. Great leader on the floor.
Yeah, he had 5 points in the JV game, got all of them in the second half.
Keep your eye on 34, folks.
He came up to talk to me a couple of days ago. He's like, hey, who's the people you got on your commercials that cut hair? And I'm like, oh, that's the girls at the shop. He's like, I need to go get my hair cut. I'm like, well, you make sure you tell them that you saw the commercial so they know it's working.
You go right ahead, man. Love that guy.
Here is a shot from the paint, and a whistle follows for Eric Hurst. And Hurst is going to go to the free throw line. Matt Clark comes in off the bench, and the first time you'll hear his name called is for a foul.
Well, he's going to have himself in good position to see if he can get a defensive rebound here on a hopeful miss.
Each team now has 2 fouls. Here at the free throw line, Hurst, his first free throw shot of the night, no good.
Tell you what, though, speaking of Clark, now that we're talking about it, it appears to be in great shape. He looks like he's gotten a lot stronger and moves really well out there.
Yeah. And another miss, and the rebound belongs to not Clark, but Graff. And then they give to Horace, and Collinsville is on their way back into the offensive zone. Here is Bollinger, far side sideline. Gets around his defender. Over to Nick Graff. Graff got fouled a couple of times. Don't call. Let him play. Here is Horace. Horace dribbles, drives, splits the defense.
Oh, baby.
Underneath.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Dayton Horace with a little bit of hocus pocus. Man, oh, man. And Matt Clark is the recipient of an incredible assist by Dayton Horace.
Sure was. Here is Enlow. Enlow at the free throw line. Over on the far side wing for Hayden. Hayden being watched by Horace. Now back over this way for Enlow. He's being watched by Bollinger. Inside they go to Enlow Jr., and no, wave off the shot. And the foul is going to belong to Matt Clark.
Yeah, he did a good job. In soccer, we would call that a flop, Todd.
Oh,
but, hey, it's good effort. You know, he tried to get the call.
In hockey, they call it embellishing.
It was definitely an obvious block, but I like the energy and intensity.
Here is Davion Hayden on the inbound pass. Does so just outside the lane to Hurst. And Hurst can't hold on to the ball. It's picked up by Davis. Davis trying not to get a jump ball call, but it doesn't matter because Collinsville's got the possession arrow in their favor. And that's exactly what happens. They call a jump ball, possession arrow Kahawks. Collinsville gets the ball with 2:32 left to play here in this third quarter, 51-21 in favor of Collinsville.
Yeah, the junior Devin Davis showed, again, a lot of hustle and grit going after that basketball.
That was a nice steal attempt there by Hayden. He's got a lot of energy. He's all over the place, too.
Hey, he's quick. This number 3 is a quick young man. There's no doubt about that.
Inbound pass comes in and finds the hands of Clark. Clark gives it back to where it came from, which was Devin Davis. Davis putting on some moves. Davis scored 12 points in the JV win earlier. That ball is knocked out of the hands of Kyle Moore by Darion Enlow.
Yeah, Davis handles the ball well. I mean, he doesn't look like a guard per se with his body type, but, man, he really handles the ball and he moves well. And I love to see this kid getting more playing time.
You're back here tomorrow, right?
I'll be here, Todd.
All right. We got Alton coming to town.
With
always
bells
fun.
on.
Always fun when Alton comes to town.
That's for sure.
Davion Hayden picks up his third foul and the third team foul. Now each team with 3. We have 2:15 left to play here in this third quarter. Davis inbounds into the corner for Horace, Dayton Horace. From the left corner to the left wing, into the paint. Takes the shot, but couldn't get it to fall. But
what a move.
Horace will go to the free throw line. He does have some moves, doesn't he?
What a move. I love the way he gets to the rack. And just a little too much force off the glass, but he'll get a chance to knock down 2 free throws here.
Enlow Jr. picks up his third foul. And Dayton Horace 1 for 2 on the varsity side from the free throw line. And swishes it.
I told Dayton's younger brother, Nick, if he works really, really hard, maybe he can be as good as his brother one day.
I'm sure that's what he wanted to hear,
He doesn't
right?
like that.
Trying, Doc, I'm trying.
Right.
And Horace misses the second one. Rebound belongs to the Trojans. They bring it up with Wilson. Wilson.
Yeah, both Horace kids are great kids, and they're both great ball players. So I'm
nice spin move there. That looked like Trey Swaggert's down that same spot earlier today. And a ball on the
there's
ground.
Players
now
falling everywhere. It's ice skating.
Everywhere. Bodies are falling to the floor. Isn't that a song lyric or something? There you go.
There it is. Another assist by number 24, the junior Dayton Horace.
We're down to the final 95 seconds here in this third quarter. Just outside the lane, ball goes to Enlope. Gets a nice move around Clark, but can't finish.
Yeah.
Clark gets the rebound, and we're back onto the offensive side. Nice pass. Oh, man. Too bad that didn't hook up because that would have been a pass for a touchdown right over the shoulder.
No doubt about it. Horace getting to the rack. He's just having a little trouble finishing, but I think he'll figure it out.
1:18 left to play here in this third quarter. Davis set to inbound. Does so to Horace.
You know, Collinsville's physical stamina has really showed up tonight. I'm proud of the shape these guys are in. Madison seems gassed, and Collinsville seems to have a lot of energy in the tank.
Yeah, I don't know if Madison got to play during the whole lockdown procedures when Collinsville was going to Missouri and Iowa and Indiana. I don't know if Madison was doing that.
Yeah, speaking of, credit Andy Horace, you know, Nick and Dayton's father. He spent a lot of personal time and energy and effort making sure these kids got to play ball.
Foul belongs to Davion Hayden. That's his fourth at the free throw line. Horace, he just went 1 for 2. And he hits the front end of this one.
Reminds me, seems like yesterday he was in 8th grade, same side of the court in the state championship for the CMS Trailblazers, and he hit 2 big free throws to seal that state championship.
Yeah, I saw the memory post. That was just a few days ago, a few days ago, right? Right
Yeah,
before all
that
the
would
crap
make sense.
happened.
Yeah.
There's a three-point shot from Nick Graff. That's just a little too strong. Hits the inside of the rim. Comes back out. Trojans on the move. 50 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here is a drive by Wilson. He kicks it over to Enlow in the corner. Enlow brings it in front of his head coach, Philip Gilbert, and then throws the ball away. 17th turnover for...
I think that's going to be a foul on
Yeah.
Nick Graff, a push from behind. Madison's coach still very energetic down there. Chad Burgess was telling me that he was the point guard for Darius Miles at East St. Louis and actually played 4 years at Bradley University. Said the guy was an incredible ball player.
Nice. there is some talent in this state of Illinois, and if you need to look any farther, look at the current college basketball team. They are climbing the ranks. They're a 7-game winning streak, ranked number 5 in the country.
They're a legit threat for a Final Four appearance. They really are.
All right, that turns into the 17th turnover. And now an inbound pass comes into Davis in the backcourt. Davis has the Trojans putting on a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. We're down to the final 30 seconds here in this third quarter. Collinsville in control, 55-21. Here is Davis. Davis drives, baseline, off the, couldn't get it to go. And he gets his own rebound and puts it back in for 2. And here come the Trojans. They're going to play for the final shot in this third quarter. 10 seconds left. Here is Wilson. Over this way for Enlow. Enlow shoots. Three-pointer good. That is the first three-pointer made here in this game by the Madison Trojans, and that brings us to the last of the third quarter, 57-24, as we head to the fourth quarter, and we're going to bring you that fourth quarter here in just a moment, as soon as I can figure out what my next commercial is, and we'll do that for you next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey and Andy Albertina with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. You know, these two teams were in the same conference starting in 1925-26, and then Madison dropped out of the conference in 1948-49, never to return again. And over all of those years, Collinsville has a 31-5 record against these Trojans, or excuse me, I'm wrong, it's 78-11. In playoff action, Collinsville owns a 13-5 record. Tournament action, 31-5. And during the years that Virgil Fletcher was the coach here, he went 23-3 against Madison and 4-3 in the playoffs. Matter of fact, the year they won the state championship in 1960-61 season, they beat Madison in the regional semifinal, and that was their start to that state championship. Wow. I'm all full of history.
Yeah, great history lesson there, Ty.
2 points for Devin Davis. He now has 6, and we will have running clock here in the fourth quarter, as Collinsville had a 33-point lead. That is the mercy rule sets in. They had the same thing in the JV game. And a foul after the bucket by Hurst.
You're talking about your love for history and basketball history. I saw a thing today that said once you get over your mid-30s, guys either have to get really interested in history or learn how to smoke meat on their smoker.
I don't know how to smoke meat. I've already been interested in history. It was my favorite subject back in high school, too, so it had nothing to do with me getting older. I loved history. Ball ends up out of bounds and put there by number 15. That's Jalen Williams, the 6-foot freshman. And Enlow checks back into the game for Madison. 6:25 and counting. Clock will only stop when a team calls a timeout or for the mask timeout.
Well, I like what Coach Darren Lee's doing here. He's got his main players on the bench, knowing we play tomorrow night.
Yep.
Save their legs, let some of the other guys get some experience. This is good to see.
JV players are all out there. They have a game tomorrow night, too.
Well, they've got some help from the younger JV guys.
They did. Here's a rebound and brought up. No good on the shot by Boyd. This time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks shoot it up. Here's Nick Graff. Graff on the left wing. Backs it up toward midcourt to Horace. Horace. Over to Lorsback. Now into the corner on the far side for Davis. Bounce pass. That was kicked out of bounds by Winslow. Or, excuse me, Wilson.
Good look. Nick Graff was coming on a back cut, and Davis tried to get him the ball, but the defender kicked it out of bounds. We're going to have Devin Davis on the inbound at the baseline. Look for Lorsback and Nick Graff out beyond the three-point arc. And Davis is going to inbound the ball to Matt Clark.
Couldn't connect. And the rebound by Clark, and then he does.
How many guys tonight have gotten their own rebounds and put the ball back?
I don't know,
That's incredible. I love the energy and hustle.
I left my third arm at the shop. I can't keep track of that stat. On the far wing, Wilson back out front now for Boyd. On this wing now for Enlow. Enlow being watched by Lorsback. And they get it inside for Enlow. Back it goes to the other Enlow. And good for two for Darion Enlow as he gets the pass from D'Angelo Enlow Jr.
Yeah, nice little Euro step by number 2. Kiss off the glass, and he brings his team to within 2 points of the 30-point mark.
4.5 to go. Next timeout will result in a mask timeout. Here's Davis over to Lorsback. Back over to Davis. Davis on the wing. Back over to Lorsback. Over into the corner for Kyle Moore. Moore for three. Good!
Yeah, the senior Kyle Moore.
I didn't even realize the senior was back out there again.
He just entered the game.
Here's Enlow. That would be Darion all the way back out front now for Wilson. Back over this way and then outside the lane for Enlow Jr. And he puts the ball up. He's fouled, and that one's going to belong to Matt Clark. Matt Clark came into the game late in that third quarter, and he's already up to his 4th foul. And now we're going to have, are they going to do the mass timeout first?
Well, we said there would be no shortage of energy out of Matt Clark. That is for sure, and he is definitely not disappointed.
Okay. Chris Keller lets them all know that we have a mask timeout. So we will step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back in a minute here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. Andy Albertina is on the camera. A little more history to pass along to you. Last time these two teams met in the playoffs, that was the 69-70 season, a regional semifinal win by Collinsville, 89-56. Last met in the regular season, by the way. Non-tournament regular season meeting the last time before now was 95-96. 25 years ago was the season opener that year, and Collinsville won 72-58. They have met 5 times in the Schnucks/Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, and Collinsville is 4-1 in those 5 meetings. The last meeting was the 03-04 season. That was the year that Collinsville went on to beat Quincy and captured that particular Schnucks Holiday crown.
That 1970 season that we played, I was -9 years old, Todd. I don't remember that.
I was 9. I don't remember it either. There's a rebound on the next miss, and it's volleyed around again and finally put back in.
2 offensive boards in 1 trip. That's good for the stat column for Madison.
Well, that was Enlow Jr. that did all that, and it's 64-30 now. And here is Devin Davis to Lorsback to Clark outside to Davis. Back in the corner. Another 3-point shot for Moore. That one misses the mark this time. And the rebound belongs to Madison. They bring it up, and stepping out of bounds with it was Eric Hurst III.
Yeah, not a bad look out of Madison. We're having a good time watching.
Philip Gilbert is
watching Philip Gilbert, man. He's an animated coach.
He
that's
is.
for sure.
Looked like he was got his hands gripped around a crystal ball trying to look into it to find out what's going on here.
He was saying, I wouldn't have missed that ball, boys. That's what he was saying.
Davis for 3 from the wing. That's a little bit too long. Bounce goes way high, and coming down with it was Enlow Jr. And now the Trojans are back with it. Here is Wilson Jr. Steps back, 3-point shot of his own. That's a little bit short, ticks off the front of the rim and goes out of bounds. Lorsback. Whoa, that was a nice save by Boyd. I didn't even see it happen.
That was incredible.
Yeah. But they ended up turning it over anyway, so.
Yeah, somehow Lorsbach was trying to box him
Yeah,
out.
he was trying to block him from getting to the ball, and he reached
Somehow
around
he
him.
got around him. I know. It's incredible.
Yeah. Into the corner. Kyle Moore for another three-point shot. That one's good as well.
Man, I don't know what percentage we are from three tonight, but if we can keep this up for a few more games this year, things would be a little bit different in the second half. I like what I'm seeing.
5 of 10 in the first half, and we've got 4 more here in the second half. Oh, here is Boyd. And Boyd takes it to the glass. Can't get it to fall in. Matt Clark there with the rebound.
We're probably
for
shooting better
Collinsville.
from three than we are from the floor.
Probably. I know we're shooting better from three than we are from the free throw line. We were 5 of 12 from the free throw line in that first half. Haven't been to the free throw. Well, yeah, we have 6 more times. What am I talking about? Here's Clark with a nice move, and off the glass for a couple of more, and a whistle on the play for some player exchanges with 1:45 left to play, but the clock continues to run unless there's a timeout called.
Yeah,
So-
clock is still ticking. We're approaching the 1.5 mark, which you hate it for Madison, but hey, on a Monday night school night, I say let it run.
Yeah. Cameron Trammell, the 5'9 sophomore, will inbound the ball. 90 seconds to go. Here is Boyd, the freshman, looking for his first points in this varsity game. Boyd had 5 points in that JV game. Another rebound there by Matt Clark. Collinsville brings the ball up. Here is Kyle Moore over to Nick Graff, the other senior on the floor for 3.
Nice shot by the senior, number 21, Nick Graff. Nice to see him get on the board.
Graff is on the board for the first time. I think everybody's scored now except for Lorsbach. And he's on the floor, so he'll have a chance unless time runs out because the clock continues to tick with 45 seconds left.
I think they're going to give him the shot.
Lorsbach is going to inbound. And Dayton Horace brings it up. Horace over to Lorsbach. Lorsbach at the top of the key. Dribbles, drives outside the lane, kicks it out to Kyle Moore again. Oh, that one just rolls across the rim.
Give it
Rebound
back to
belongs
Lorsbach.
to.
Here he goes.
Now Lorsbach in the corner, pulls down his own three-pointer. That's a little too strong. Kyle Moore saves it over in the corner.
Try again.
And now Moore pops and drops for 2 from about 5 feet out.
That was a nice little runner with the left hand by Kyle Moore.
74-30. We're down to the final 5 seconds, so Lorsbach will not get that all-around roster full of points. 3-point shot misses the mark, and that's the buzzer. 74-30 in favor of Collinsville as they take this one from Madison and up their record to 4-4, while the Madison Trojans fall to 0-3. That brings us into our post-game program, brought to you tonight by Cullip Jennings Florist. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials, and you can give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Final score 74-30 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. They improved their overall record to 4-4, as I mentioned, and we'll crunch the numbers and tell you a little bit more about it on the other side of this timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville wins it here tonight to improve to 4-4 as they hand the Madison Trojans their fourth loss on the year, and no wins for Madison thus far, so they are 0-4 as they head into their next game, which will be tomorrow. And they'll return home for the first time in a while, so they'll get to play O'Fallon tomorrow. Collinsville, they have Alton tomorrow. Here's a look at your final tallies. Leading scorer in this one was Trey Swaggart with 21 points. After that, we had three more Collinsville Kahawks in double digits. Caleb Ballinger hit 12. Kyle Moore hits 11, and Nate Hall with 10. After that, the youngsters off the bench came in. Devin Davis scored 6. Matt Clark scored 6. Alex Lorbach was the only one who didn't score. Dayton Horace had 2 points, as did Jackson Lee before he got in foul trouble, and coach took him out. Leading scorer for Madison was Eric Hurst III. He was the only one in double digits with 12. 5 points each for Darion Enlow and Carlos Wilson Jr. 4 points for D'Angelo Enlow Jr. and 2 points for Jalen Williams. Collinsville got out front first, 17-11. 6-point lead grew as Collinsville outscored Madison 21-6 in the second quarter. So the Kahawks had a 21-point lead at the end of the first half. They did the same thing again pretty much in the third quarter, outscoring Madison 19-7. So a 33-point lead meant that the fourth quarter was going to be a running clock, and the fourth quarter went by quickly, but Collinsville still managed to score 17 points. They outscored Madison 17-6 for our final tally of 74-30. Rest of the numbers go like this. The rebound battle was won by Collinsville 23-15. Turnovers, Madison had 20, while Collinsville had 5. And from the lines, Collinsville not that great from the free throw line. They hit 8 of 18, while the Trojans hit 5 of 11. But the three-point line, man, Collinsville came alive, 10 of 17 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Madison hit 1 of 10 of their three-point tries. That is going to do it for us from Collinsville High School here this evening. Big thank you to Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone and to Andy Albertina on the camera. We're back at it tomorrow night. Same place, different opponent, as the Alton Redbirds come to town for a little conference basketball matchup with your Collinsville Kahawks. Same times, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 abouts there for varsity. So For everyone involved, my name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow, everyone have a fantastic evening.